What's up, everybody? Got 5 minutes to open here. I got a lot to look at today. Tons of earnings coming out. So the main thing I'm watching today is Verizon. The only thing I don't like about it is the daily has obviously been in a downtrend, but we're having a big gap up right now. Plus the momentum going into the open is really nice. So I'm gonna be looking to take this one long at the right at the open here. I got another one called Rita here with a short float of 25%, and it's also gapping up right into the open, and its daily does look a little bit better too, so I'll be keeping a close eye on that one as well. Yeah, this is what Rita looks like. And then the daily's got a big gap up a couple days ago. There's no real news on it though. Their earnings were 3 days ago. They have a float of 10 million, so we're already trading 3% of the float, which is a decent big deal. They offered common offering a couple days ago, but it's moving up right now. But I think I like Verizon better because it actually has news behind it. But today I'm gonna try and experiment with something. I want to take more than half of my profit at my profit target, so I'm gonna look to take either 2/3 or 3/4. Depending on my position size and depending on everything else, I'll take either 75 or 66%. I want to pay attention to the 5-minute candles a little bit more. There is no one specific time to look at and say that this is what I should always be looking at, so I want to look at the fives a little bit more. Maybe show a wider picture of what exactly is going on. Be patient in my trades, give it a chance under the right conditions, especially during a no drawdown trade. Look at the last earnings, see how it did, pay attention to the daily, make sure you're drawing the daily trend lines, make sure you're reducing your risk whenever the trade moves up in your favor, protect your capital at all times, and pay attention to your psychology. Financials and utilities and slightly technology is up, and industrials, healthcare, and basic materials are down. So, got a couple minutes till open here. Trying to think of what else I can do here. I got Facebook. I was looking at it a while ago, but I mean, you see it's just been selling off pretty hard here towards the open. As for the Verizon trade, I got AT&T open on the other side here, which actually I want to check and see what the industry has been doing lately. So we got Verizon, Telecom, Domestic. I wish it would show you what the So let's see. AT&T's up, obviously because of earnings, but overall, this whole industry has not been doing too good. So that kind of reduces my wanting to take this trade higher. Volume's a little picking up here. Big seller, big buyer. Got just a little bit of time left here. Also, SPY's at a new all-time high, so that's definitely going to make a pretty big difference here. So I got about 300 shares here. With a stop under 9. So I'd be wanting to get in right about now. See all that buying there. Turn into 250. Market should be opening any second here. Look at all those buyers. Alright, I want to see it pull back a little bit right at the bell. Spread's moving up on me. There's the bell. My computer was on time this time. Okay. Okay, that's okay. I don't mind taking it over off of a pullback here. That's a pretty big sell-off. So now we're just looking at 100 shares. Huh. It's hitting that resistance point there, the trend line. Tech's pulling down, SPY's pulling down. Yeah, this is a little bit too much of a move down for me. But it's struggling there. There must be a hidden buy or something. Because this 95 is not breaking. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to take this. I think I'd rather take Facebook. 75, oh, that's a huge spread here. That's a... If it gets up to 75, I'll take 50 shares for a stop loss under 74. Looking for it to get up to 76. AT&T is pulling up, or Verizon's pulling up. Alright, Facebook isn't looking too bad here. I'll hop in at 75. Come on. Alright, well, Facebook's out. No, that's not enough. Not taking that. Alright, well, it seems I am not going to be trading this morning. Nothing else is really setting up here. The market's pulling down pretty hard right now, so I'll have to flip it on if I see anything later. Okay, I'm going to end up hopping in here on T really shortly. I want to see these numbers start breaking down here, and I'm going to hop in on it. Taking 500 shares, I'm only risking 10 cents. So I gotta be really quick, because I was looking at Coca-Cola earlier, and the same kind of situation was happening that's going on now. And it happened in the blink of an eye, and I couldn't hop in on it. Okay, I'm in at 01. $90 will be my stop loss. And everything's moving up at the moment.
FB.
Level 2 looks good. I'm gonna put my stop loss in because I gotta write some stuff down. daily here, even going back to these couple days here, we got a bunch of resistance at 39. So it looks like we broke out just for a quick second there. But we're heading right back into the 39. It's still trying to bust out.
The XR.
The volume is great. Nothing wrong with it yet. Just hoping it keeps on moving up.
Ben.
Gotta get up to 11 for me to take any profits. Doesn't look like it should be a problem. It is the sector leader, and all of the big names are up pretty big today, so it's got a lot of force coming up behind it. Though if it is moving this slow, I could be holding this one for a while. Can't believe there's this much buying going on. Look at all that. So if it does get up to 39.11, I'm gonna take 350 shares for my partial. So what is that? It's locking in $35. So it's about $10 above my original if I only took half. I could probably get rid of this. There's a whole lot going on today. We have definitely picked it up today. Tons of stuff to look at. The SPY still is low on the volume though. 2.4. Yeah, we're only at 4.2 million shares traded.
Ben.
Which is again really low. And we move higher. But I just want to show you guys really fast. Look at Coca-Cola. Look at that crazy move. I was looking at it here, realized there's no green candles. Ended up missing the move because, as I was saying earlier, it just snapped up above and there was nothing I could do about it to get in on it. But I mean, I was getting ready to take 800 shares on this trade. That would have been huge. And AT&T here looks even better because it's got industry behind it. It's got really good numbers behind it. You can see just based on the market cap here that all these stocks are green. The biggest companies in this entire industry are all up today. So we're just creeping up.
TVOC. Ben.
That's the line to follow here. There we go. I'm gonna have a ton of reversals to look at after this trade. My reversal scanner's been going off all day. be hitting a wall here. And looks like we are.
Ben?
Jeez. Alright, I'm taking it. I do not like that move. That is huge. We got the numbers totally switched there. Alright, well that's too bad. That came out of nowhere. On a stock that's moving up that slowly, to have a big pullback that big, I don't want to be a part of it. So I'll walk away with my $5. So I'll turn it back on if I find any reversals. Okay, I'm gonna be done for the day. I'm feeling kinda, I'm not gonna say emotional, but moody, I guess. I'm missing too many trades. I'm not reading the market that well. Just starting to get kind of mad sitting here looking at all these trades that are setting up, and I'm either missing it or they're just kind of faking me out or something. So I'll just do a recap and then a quick whatever else I saw today. So I ended up taking T. Was looking for the breakout over 39 here. Had a really nice move up. The whole industry was up. Everything was really good about it. Ended up riding it all the way up here to 9 cents, and then we had this huge pullback. Didn't like it. Got me all the way back to my entry. Decided to bail at the last second. Ended up with just $5. Now the thing about this is I had no draw. Well, I shouldn't say I had no drawdown, because I ended up getting in at 01 after the break, and then it kind of pulled back on me a little bit, and then still hovered around this 39 area. So I guess a little bit of a drawdown, but I mean, it still stuck around the area where I was planning on entering in anyway. So close enough. So that, plus the market, plus the industry, plus Verizon, the big mover today, was still moving up at the time. So the sector leaders were moving up. The whole industry was up for the past week. The sector's up. Everything looked great about it. The daily, well, I guess not so much the daily, but after these big moves up here, everything about this trade was it was almost a 5 out of 5. So I think that whenever that happens, I really need to be careful. Even if it's a big pullback like that, and it hasn't really done anything to convince me, well, it convinced me, but now that I look at it, obviously, it still made that move up. And I know you always want to focus on the process as opposed to the outcome. And the process that happened for me was I saw that the breakout was forming, and then it had a really big pullback, and I decided to bail because I was afraid it was going to turn around on me. But the outcome was that I shouldn't have done that, and it obviously would have been, you know, hit my target profit and then some. So I think I think that's where the patience comes in. I need to be able to withstand a little bit of pain, even if the trade hasn't gone against me that much. So that's just something I gotta deal with, pain. So that was for T, and then I was also looking at this ALKS for a reversal here. It was kind of forming a doji at the time. The 10s were doing that. 5's a little bit of consolidation, pulling up a little bit there, but I mean, it's very spready. I mean, at one point there was a 16-cent spread for a stock that moves, you know, 20 cents at a time. So I mean, that's just it could be a big problem. Obviously, if it wasn't a big winner, I could end up taking a bigger loss than I would have intended to. Just decided to walk away from it. And then the other trade that I missed was KO. I was looking at it. I mean, you see that streak there? That's still amazing to me. It's like 20 green candles straight. Never seen that before, but it was forming really nicely at this 46 here. Pepsi at the time looked really good too, because I know it was pulling up just like that. So I was wanting to hop in on this trade. I mean, the daily looks good too and everything. Really nothing wrong with it. It was kind of the 46 was a big level. Even over here, you can see there was all that kind of resistance. So I was trying to get in. There was like there was about 350,000 sellers here, and you see this is the candle that broke it. Obviously, we needed 350,000 to get over it, and it did, but it happened. I mean, there was a if I remember right, there was a 200,000 or 190,000 buyer. I guess it doesn't go back that far. Oh, that's the wrong one anyway. I don't think it's gonna show up for me. Yeah, it doesn't look like it goes back that far, but there's a $190,000 buyer, and I mean, after he came in, all the rest of the traders ended up popping in, and it just broke through, and I just missed out. I was just way too late on it. So that would have been another huge winner that I missed out on. Another reason why I'm probably gonna stop right now is because I'm not in the right state of mind anymore. So I'll take my $5 and I'll walk away. Basically a break-even trade. This 1,000 will probably put my commissions up there a little bit, maybe like $3 on it. So that's all I got for today. Finishing a little bit early. Nothing else was really showing up on my reversal scanners. I went through everything and there was just not much else to look at. So I'll be walking away. Thanks for watching. Be back tomorrow.